President Biden ordered half of all new cars in the U.S. to be electric by 2030, but the move to go green may pose some issues for our power grids to sort out. And joining us for a live debrief on this is our business reporter, Tom Ziska. So, Tom, obviously in Texas, sensitive issue.
Oh, Caitlin, after the big freeze in February where millions of Texans were plunged into darkness, that kind of pressure is really the last thing we need. But with just 1.5 million electric vehicles on the road in the country, more are on the way. General Motors, for one, has already pledged to convert to an all-electric fleet by the year 2035. That's a lot of people plugging into the wall for their cars. Yakini Tijani has had his Tesla for several months now, driving between a job in San Antonio and his home in Houston. So far, keeping the car charged for all those miles has not been a problem.
For full charge at home is usually somewhere close to $3. And to supercharger is somewhere around $9 to $10, between $8 to $10.
Not a problem if he's the only one on his block charging a car, but fast forward to a future where everyone on the block is charging, and there could be challenges delivering all that electricity through lines that currently are not designed for such a load. Houston columnist and businessman Bill King, who has been critical of the state's electric grid oversight, says there is a lot of work ahead if the country is going to transition to electric vehicles.
There's no question we've got to spend some money on our electrical grid, both in the transmission and in the generation side of it. We're undersourced on both of those.
Activists in the electric vehicle space are not terribly worried. Kevin Douglas is with the Houston Electric Auto Association, who we first met in 2018. He says much like Houston adopting the power demands of air conditioning in the 1950s, the power grid will meet this challenge too.
The utilities are incentivized by making sure they can sell you electricity because that's how they make their money, and so they will improve. They will increase the infrastructure to do that.
And Tom, what would need to happen then in order for electric vehicles to just become the norm?
Really a whole lot to just accommodate those millions of vehicles, Caitlin. Power generation and then transmission, getting the electricity to homes and chargers will all have to ramp up. Infrastructure legislation in Washington could and should help with that. There also needs to be the will to do that work. As one researcher I read of as I was working on this story suggested, look, we're very good at waiting until we are in a bunch of trouble before doing the work that needs to be done. So it's definitely a stay tuned thing. Watching Your Money, I'm Tom Ziska, Fox 26 News.